Evening folks, this is BestInSlot with a surprise announcement for Jurassic World Evolution. Tomorrow, the 26th of November, we are getting a brand new skin pack for the game, the Raptor Squad Skin Collection. We're going to take a look at the official text and then we're going to talk a little bit more and do some skin comparisons as well. So, hi everyone, are you ready to become the Alpha? 4 brand new Velociraptor skins are coming to the game in a very special dinosaur cosmetic DLC, the Jurassic World Evolution Raptor Squad Skin Collection. Try saying that fast 5 times. Lookalikes of Charlie, Delta, Echo and Blue will be waiting for you to incubate from 26th of November. Become the Alpha with the brand new Jurassic World Evolution Raptor Squad Skin Collection, the complete skin set of the original Jurassic World Velociraptors. With this pack you'll gain access to new unlockable genes, which will allow you to incubate Velociraptors with these fantastic new skins. The Jurassic World Evolution Raptor Squad Skin Collection, I really don't want to have to ever say those words ever again, is coming 26th of November on Steam, Xbox One and PlayStation for £1.49, €1.99, $1.99. Prices may vary depending on your region and platform. PlayStation users, please note, you may start to see the pack in your store depending on your region. However, it will not be playable until the official release date stated above. So, tomorrow we're getting 4 brand new skins to the game, just for the Velociraptors, for £1.50. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I feel about that as a general practice, you know, selling this DLC in the first place. I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. Before we do that, we're just going to look at the skins in a little bit more detail, compare them with their existing movie counterparts and all that kind of jazz. So, let's take a look at these skins first of all. The first one is Charlie, and unfortunately for Charlie, Charlie's not that exciting. He's still probably one of the better Raptor skins in the entire game, through virtue of just being moderately interesting. But I feel like 3 of these Raptor skins could kind of just be any regular Raptor skin, and then Blue's the one who feels a little bit special. Charlie's okay, he's got this sort of moss green colour, and then we've got the red pen is back, moss green colour, and then we've got this kind of red, sort of dull greyish red kind of striping along the back. There isn't that much to say about Charlie. In Charlie's defence, he does look like his movie counterpart. This is an official image. The colouring and lighting's a little bit different, but generally speaking, it's there. There is one key difference, and that's the eye colour. I believe the eye colour on DLCs never actually change. I think they're always the same. And the Raptors always have this kind of orangey, yellowy colour. Now that is actually good for some of the other skins we're going to look at in a moment, but it doesn't quite match all of the Raptors. And this is actually a problem with the Jurassic Park 1993 DLC as well. The eye colour does not correctly match the original skin. But nitpicking, moving on from Charlie, because Charlie's not that exciting. Next we have Delta, and Delta's a little bit cooler, in my opinion, if we compare the two. I would... they're both about the same, I'd say. These are definitely the 2 less interesting. I'm very sorry if Delta or Charlie happens to be your favourite, but in terms of the skin design, it's not too exciting. Delta is a similar sort of colour to Charlie, a little bit darker, a little bit less green, I'd say, but instead of these sort of off red stripes, you have kind of these off blue, dark greyish blue kind of stripes instead. That's about it, folks. Again, we can bring up an image. What I believe is meant to be Delta. These skins are actually 1-to-1, as in I think they're using... Either they've been recreated with such incredible dedication and time, or they are in fact using the original skin textures that were applied to the Jurassic World models. The reason that's making me think this is a couple of things. But there's parts we can see on the skin that are like 1-to-1. So if we circle this bit here, and we circle this bit here, the left shoulder, you can see this shape. It kind of looks like, well, it's this bit here, right? If I circle that a little bit tighter, obviously it's pointing at a different angle on the left, but if we go ahead and scale that up, there we go. So, I think it's quite clear what I'm talking about here with the shoulder bit. It's like this block, and then it cuts in there, and it cuts in a little bit at the bottom. And there's the block, cuts in there, cuts in a little bit at the bottom. It's basically 1-to-1. The point is that it's very, very, very similar, to the point that it's so similar that I think it is a 1-to-1, which is pretty cool, I will say. That's a nice level of detail. Now, let's talk about the more exciting dinosaurs. It does say Delta. That was a mistake on my part. I don't know why it says, go away. No, this is Echo. God, I hope this is Echo and the other one wasn't Delta. God, I've got those the wrong way around. I'm pretty sure this is Echo. Anyways, Echo I really like. Echo, if Echo came into the game right now, would be my favourite Raptor skin in the entire game. You know, this blue and orange colouring is really cool, really interesting, and different than everything we've got in the game so far. I really, really like it and really approve of it, because it just kind of looks like a fairly typical Raptor skin. A nice Raptor skin, don't get me wrong, and it is one that looks a lot like the version we get in the film, again with this orange and blue striping, but it's not so unique and special that it would look like a unique character, if that makes sense. I think you could detach yourself from the film and just treat it as another Raptor skin for your park, so that's good. It means we can use these skins a little bit more than we otherwise might. I imagine most people are still going to have a squad of 4 roaming around, but at least you have the option. You could have 3 or 4 of these Echoes roaming around and it wouldn't look particularly odd. Anyways, I really like the skin, I really like the colour scheme, it looks like a jungle raptor, that's cool. Finally then, the big girl herself, it's Blue. Now Blue is different, it must be said. With Blue, it does feel like, you know, she's a unique character. I think it would look a little bit odd to have 6 of these running around your park, just because Blue has become so recognisable from her prominent role in 2 films so far, and of course, inevitably the 3rd when it comes out in 2021. Blue feels different, and I mean, you can see that already. You compare her to the Raptors in the back, and she stands out entirely, which makes sense. We've got this white stroked blue stripe all the way down. That's something just so different than what every other Raptor in the game has. If we bring up the comparison, do I have the other one saved still? Yes, there we go. So I have 2 comparisons. This is actually an official image, this first one, but you'll notice I think it's quite old. It's lacking the blue sort of around the eye section, whereas obviously the official in a film version does indeed have that blue. But I've kept this one just because I want to look at the eyes, and I never really noticed this before, but I suspect the Raptor eyes are based primarily on blue because they've got this, it's orange, and then there's that like tint of yellow coming out from around the pupil, which is tamer over here on the right hand side, but it's definitely there in Blue's eyes as well, and you can see it really clearly there. I just never noticed that connection before. Anyways, it's Blue. She looks like she's from the film. That's what you'd expect. She looks good. She really does. I'm never going to have more than one of them roaming around, but as a unique character, as a leader of your Raptor pack, you know, she's pretty damn cool. You'd give her the best stats and she'd become the alpha, which I think is a pretty cool thing to be able to do. With all that said, let's talk about whether this DLC is a good idea in the first place. And I have been going back and forth over and over again. Let's go back to the overall squad pick. So, no more info or comparing on the DLC, excuse me. Just now, a little bit of random rambling about whether this is a good idea. So, I'm in 2 minds for a couple of reasons. I have severe hiccups. First off, I am always happy when we get more content for Jurassic World Evolution. I don't think that's ever necessarily a bad thing. The game needs content, it needs new Raptor skins. From that basis alone, this is inevitably a good thing. And I actually think that people will disagree, some people won't. I actually think the price, £1.50 for 4 skins, I think that's pretty good. For 4 skins that are unique, that are canon appropriate, that are special. It's like 37p per skin or something like that, 50 cents per skin. It's really not that expensive, and it's a price I would happily pay in the future. Obviously that's easier for me to say than some people, you know, just a couple of quid does actually matter, so that's fair enough. That could be an issue for people, I totally accept that. But I do think the price is reasonable, I will say. My problems from it stem, like, so on a basal level, I'm okay with it. You know, it's a skin pack for £1.50, it adds 4 great new skins to the game. If they did that a few more times for different dinosaurs, I think I'd be okay with that. My problem with this is quite specific to what the skin pack is. It's a canon, huge canon skin pack. It's something that people have been asking for such a long time. You know, like I said earlier, Frontier have already come out and said they're not going to add Blue to the game. They also said they're not going to add Pteranodons to the game. Basically, Frontier say they're not going to add something, they're going to add it. Anyways, but they said they're not going to add Blue, and that was like a year ago or something like that I saw that post. You know, this is something people have wanted for a super long time, because at the end of the day, it's a Jurassic World game, and Blue is the most prominent Velociraptor in Jurassic World. It just makes sense for her to be there. So, whilst I don't mind the skin pack in and of itself, I'm not totally sure that I'm okay with this skin pack being the one being sold. If it was other dinosaurs, just, you know, fancy new skins, I'd be okay with that. I think this being so important to the canon and something people have clamoured after for so long makes it a little bit shadier, in my opinion, to then sell it as an individually priced DLC. I'm not sure that sits that well with me, if I'm being totally honest. Frontier, please don't hate me. I don't know if I like that. I don't think that's necessarily okay. On the other hand, the pricing is very, you know, respectable. The pricing is, in my opinion, about where it should be. Maybe 50p cheaper or whatever, but the pricing is okay. So, does that mean it's not that big a deal? I don't know. This is why I'm undecided. I'm really stuck in the middle of how I feel about this. I'd love to hear your comments down below and let me know what you think. This DLC does come out tomorrow, the 26th of November, so we will do a video highlighting all 4 skins as soon as they're released, so come back onto the channel and check that out. But As a little reminder at the end, I did attend a Jurassic World Evolution event last week, and I will be able to talk to you all about it tomorrow. I'm going to be doing 3 or 4 videos. I don't know, I can't say anything else, but I do have several videos planned, which will annoy some people, but Papa gotta get paid. So I'll see you lovely folks tomorrow. Come back and check that for the skins, and just trust me, come back tomorrow. You're gonna love it. I'll see you then. Alright then, thanks for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.